Now, you love respect. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. They say go hell, but you understood the unconditional love to keep it real. Folks got intimidated by the fact that you had confidence. They acknowledge yourself, respect them, but it was one-sided because they was on a mission to sacrifice your free will. Or because of jealousy and envy was real. Or because you knew how to keep it real. Coming out your comfort zone, being your authentic self. Understanding the blueprint that God endorsed with you and you worship the devil, that is just different. Imagine meeting new people or just saying hi to your neighbor, only for you to realize to hold on 1 second. They didn't want you to elevate. Coming out your comfort zone, protecting your energy for all the right reasons, only for you to realize to hold on 1 second. I'm not worthy. Why am I not worthy? That's what your neighbor's projecting on you. They didn't like the fact that you looked like competition when you was never part of their race, when they had ill intentions. They tried to antagonize you to get out of character. But God was really elevating you for all the right reasons. That's why God started protecting you right to left when certain folks looked at you, held on 1 second, when it came to competing. They was competing for a spot to love themselves. They was competing for a spot. They forgot to love themselves. They was competing for a spot to actually go within the hill, but they forgot that they shortchanged themselves when it comes to their mental health, to show up for themselves. They were so impressed by you. They were so discouraged by you. They were so intimidated by you because you understood what you overcame and why you still being patient with time and day. How you worship the good God, not the devil. How certain folks understood confidence that, hold on 1 second, it was on a different type of level when it came to you. So they had to project spell work in a toxic way to make you feel like you're supposed to become your worst enemy. But God said, no, not another day. Always be yourself and never feel wrong for expressing yourself. And I say that respectfully. It's sad and disgusting to see how you can have confidence within you to be your authentic self, to do what God is intending you to do. And I don't mean no disrespect in no shape or form, but it's sad that it had to take a whole group of people to go up against one person because someone truly believes in their faith. And they understand that they're not perfect, but they overcame so many obstacles during their journey to find balance, to love themselves. That's what God endured with them that day. God endured peace with them, within them, and they still being patient with time and day. God endured a person to become their best self visit themselves, and they still being patient with time and day. This person had dealt with childhood trauma that went into their adulthood, and not one lie was told why they stand before themselves today. If you don't have good intentions towards somebody, leave innocent people alone. Because when an innocent person starts to speak up, know they're not wrong for speaking up for themselves. When you try to project spell work, you try to energy harvest off their energy, you try to hack their devices, all because someone had confidence to be their authentic self and they actually God's blueprint. The authentic one, something that you can relate to, was being yourself. Always be yourself and never allow someone to make you feel like you gotta live in fear, because you have confidence. Being your authentic self and you don't have malicious intentions and you don't look at your neighbor like competition. And I don't mean no disrespect in no shape or form. Always be yourself. It doesn't matter about your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. How this type of stuff happens when someone trying to project pain. It wasn't an even exchange, but you stand before yourself today as the man and woman that you are. Nobody's perfect, but you are worthy. Nobody's perfect, but you understood balance when God acknowledged you that day, and you don't worship the devil. Always be yourself. And I say that respectfully. I am Naya, genuine love, respect. Today is currently April 9th, 2025. Thank you for your time. Stop the violence.